Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's class session. So yesterday we discussed about item statuses as well as we discussed about item types also and item profile options. So today we'll discuss about item class. Item class setup is a new concept in cloud application. In e-business suite, we don't have item class concept, and so this is the mandatory setup. With this setup only, we are going to control entire creation of item. Okay. Whenever guys, please go on mute if you are not speaking. A small request. So log into the application with implementation user. Log into the application with implementation user. Navigate to setup and maintenance. Navigate to setup and maintenance. Navigate to product management offering. Select items functional area. Select manage item classes. Okay, so this item class setup is a mandatory setup first thing, and the root item class is a default parent item class in the application. Root item class is the default parent item class in the application. So what I will do is log into the application with the same credentials in another browser. Log into the application with the same credentials. Select sign in. Sorry, this is ADC3. This is not our one. This is the class instance. So just I'm going to log into the application. Same, just go to navigate to setup and maintenance. Navigate to setup and maintenance. Navigate to product management offering. Product management offering. So select items functional area. Open item class setup. That's it. In the Chrome browser, I logged in with same credentials, but I'm not going to define any setup from Chrome browser. Just open our Firefox browser only. So in the Firefox browser, so open manage item class setup. Root item class setup is a Oracle seeded item class. Oracle seeded item class, which you can see in the real environment also. Even in the real fresh clone environment also, by default you can see root item class setup, first point, but you won't see other vision data. But a root item class is a seeded setup which will act as a parent item class. Then what I will do, so place cursor on root item class and create new. That means we are creating a new item class by copying root item class. Here we have two different options. You can use this seeded root item class, or else you can create our own. At this moment we are creating our own rather than using seeded one. So select create parent item class, nothing but, so whatever you are going to create, for that what is the parent one. So the parent is going to be root item class. This is the default parent item class across application. So parent item class is root item class. So let's create our own item class, SAP underscore item class. So internal name won't allow any spaces. That's why automatically the space will will fill with underscore. Description, some description. Click on save and edit details. Click on save and edit details. How this item class will work. So based on the item class only, we are going to control. So how to create item and everything. So before discussing setups, let's open some notepad. Okay. First tell me, what are the inventory key flexi fields we have in e-business suite? Inventory key flexi fields in EBS. So what are the inventory key flexi fields we have in e-business suite? Okay, tell me count how many?
7.
7. So they are system items, item categories,
Catalog,
item catalogs,
stock locators,
stock locators, at sales order issue and account aliases and what is another one? Service items. These are the 7 inventory key flexi fields which we have in e-business suite application. From in e-business suite 11 we have only 6. In e-business suite R12 we have 7. So okay, what is the significance of system items? Anyone have any idea? What is the significance of system items key flexi field in e-business suite? So with the help of system items key flexi field only, we are going to decide how this item code should be. What is the structure for item code? Whether it is a single column structure or else it's like a prefix and suffix are we going to maintain to define an item. How you want to define an item will be decided by system items key flexi field structure. By default in the structure you can see only one segment. One thing, system items is a key flexi field where you can see one structure also, and even you cannot create a new structure. First thing you have to remember. But what we can do in the existing structure, you can see one segment. Rather than one segment, you can maintain one or two more segments also. Likewise, what is the purpose? So whenever you are defining the item name, so usually we will write like ABC underscore item 1 for let's take an example. So if you want to maintain that prefix and a column like that, prefix and suffix a name like that, if you want to maintain, then with the help of system items key flexi field, we can achieve that solution. By default, in the system items key flexi field, you can see only one structure, and you cannot create more than one structure. The one single structure only how to use, but in the single structure you can see one segment only. Rather than maintaining one segment, you can create multiple segments. Correct? That's what e-business suite functionality. Correct me if I'm wrong. At least someone please respond.
No idea on this topic, sir.
Okay. Okay, that is the functionality which we have in e-business suite. So that is the reason how you want to maintain item name. So let me open some form. So Arkill EBS item creation form. Images. This one, okay. See here. So this is item creation form. Here item and description is there. So usually item we are going to create like so. See someone created so some BBC underscore demo item. Let's take an example. But is there system? I mean, anyone observe that system is restricting like we need to choose prefix and suffix like that. Once we place cursor on item column, is anyone observed like open the pop-up in few cases? Any business clients you observed? If not, that means they're all using single segment structure. So here in the item form, if you are using single segment structure, then manually you are going to write the item name. That's fine, there won't be an issue. But if you choose two segment structure, what will happen is once you place cursor on this item form, automatically a pop-up will open. In the pop-up, based on the segments we given, system will ask you to fill the data. End of the day, both will combine as the item name only. Item name only. This is the functionality of system items key flexi field in e-business application.
Okay. Is similar to that account flex fields, like where we enter 3 to 4.
Yeah, it's all key flexi fields only, right? Where we are going to maintain segments and structures. Like chart of account flexi fields or anything is a key flexi field only, right? Key flexi field nothing but structure and segments concept. Clear? And item categories. With the help of item categories key flexibility, we will decide how we want to maintain segment structure, item category structure, item catalogs. We will decide item catalog structure, stock locator. We will maintain stock locator structure, row rack bin structure. At sales order issue. What is the significance of at sales order issue key flexibility in EBS? Why I am stressing out all these things is you should know the difference, because recently So we are getting, so now in the industry, so people are migrating from 11A to directly cloud application who are still in 11A, as well as who are in e-business suite 12.1, 12.1.1, 12.1.3, all these people also slowly they are migrating directly to the cloud application from e-business suite R12, 12.1.3, these people also. So that is the reason. So if you are working for those projects, so you should have a understanding on the differences also. That is the reason I'm asking. What is its sales order ratio? Key flexible in EBS. Okay, so anyone, okay, if you go to material transactions, let's take an example. Material transactions form is there. So in material transactions form, if you want to search the data based on the sales order, so in the sales order form, if you place cursor, what will happen? System will open with a pop-up with the 3 segments. What are they? Order number, order type. Likewise, system will pop up, right? System will open a pop-up to choose the data.
Yeah, correct.
So how that such criteria is populating not only material transactions, pending transactions, or if you want to find the discrete job created against the sales order, there also we can search with the sales order. So when you go to the search criteria, a 3 segment structure is by default is populating. The 3 segments nothing but at sales order ratio key flexible structure. By default in the seeded setup we have 3 segment structure. Again, if you want, you can modify that one also. So that is the significance of its sales order ratio. Account aliases. If you want to maintain any alias name for inventory account like miscellaneous account, there is a combination like 100.9999.000.000. That is one combination. So rather than choosing every time the combination, you can give the alias name and you can assign that alias. So by creating alias receipts. So then account alias will come into the picture, and for service items, how you want to maintain the structure, service items key flexibility will come into the picture in e-business suite. So then inventory key flexifield, key flexifield in cloud application. Okay, first thing, tell me, is system items, item categories and item catalogs belongs to inventory or product management in cloud?
Product management.
That belongs to product management. So that means first thing, we don't have system items key flexifield in inventory, as well as we don't have system items key flexifield in cloud application also, and item categories and item catalogs. So earlier in e-business suite, we have item categories and catalogs. With the help of key flexibility only, we are going to configure these setups. Same in cloud application also. Till release 11, I'm clearly saying. So item catalogs and item categories, we have a key flexifield concept in cloud application also till release 11. So release 11 exists till which year? In demo session I told you. When we got release 12? Everyone, when we got release 12?
2011.
No, release 12 in cloud release 12.
2017.
2016 December.
Yeah.
2016 December. A demo session we explained, guys. Please go through the history. Okay, everyone, please go through the history one more time. So in 2016 December, we received the release 12. From release 12 onwards, we don't have key flexifield concept for item categories and item catalogs in cloud application. But in cloud release 11, till cloud release 11, we have key flexifield concepts, but now we don't have key flexifield concept. That means system items is not key flexible, item categories not key flexible, item catalogs not key flexible, as well as its sales order ratio and service items also we don't have key flexible concept. Now inventory key flexible is nothing but we have for stock locators and we have for account aliases. Now we have only 2 inventory key flexible concepts is there, and then okay, let me open the database structure. Okay, then how we are going to achieve the solution? So with the help of system items only, I can decide how the item number should populate, I will decide with the help of system items. Then how I am going to achieve that scenario in cloud application? So go to manage item class setup, navigate to manage item class setup. So this is the item class, SCP underscore item class. So description SCP underscore item class, which is we created. By default, it is enabled. If you don't want to use this item class, then you can make it disabled. So what is the parent item class for this September item class? The parent item class is root item class. Why we need to use parent item class is, with the help of parent item class, some values will default automatically. Then item creation allowed. So with the help of this item class, we can restrict people to create item or not to create item. If you want to allow people to create an item by using this item class, then we need to enable yes. Allow item creation allowed, item creation allowed. Then here you can see basic item management, all these steps. First go to basic tab, item class hierarchy, September underscore item class. So we can see only one. So why we have see only one? If you go to the application, to the root item class, open root item class. So from another browser. So here item class hierarchy, how many item classes you can see? Number of, correct? So a lot of item classes you can see under item class hierarchy. That means what is item class hierarchy means? So what are the item classes created by using this September item class? What are the item classes are using September item class as a parent item class? All those item classes you can see under item class hierarchy. But is there any item class created by using SCP underscore item class so far?
No.
No, that is the reason you don't see any other item classes hierarchy. Then attachment categories. So from where this attachment categories populated automatically? From where this
From the root item class.
root item class. That means in this particular setup, we have attachment categories which is defaulted automatically. That means, so what the items, whatever you are creating by using this September underscore item class, the items which are you are creating by using the September underscore item class, so we can attach some documents. Usually any items we are going to attach like installation related data, or so something brochures or anything we are going to attach. System will allow you to attach any document, PDF, Excel or any document, but whenever you are attaching, if you divided the attachments into categories, then it is going to be very clear. So how system will know just with the PDF document, or how others will come to know? For example, you have attached some 10 documents. So if you attach all 10 documents in one go, just in one screen only, then what will happen? Usually again we need to clearly verify what is the complete naming convention, what is the data. Rather than attaching like that, if you divide those attachments into the categories, like that is a image, that is a data sheet, that is a installation related attachment, just say categories. If we decide, then user can understand easily. Just say naming conventions. This attachment categories is a naming conventions. So in the basic information, we will choose item class hierarchy and attachment categories. Go to item management. Here it will differentiate number generation, nothing but how you are going to generate the item number. Earlier, how we are generating the item number, with which setup? With which setup we are generating item number sequence?
Flexfield.
Yeah, system items key Flexfield. But now we don't use system items key Flexfield concept. We are going to generate item number with the help of item class setup, item management, number generation. See, item number generation method inherited from parent. That means whatever the setup in parent item class, that setup will applicable. So let's open the parent item class. Go to item management. So what is the parent item class setup, item number generation method? User defined. That means here also it is user defined, or else from manually from list of values you can see user defined. That means whenever you are creating a item by using SCP underscore item class, so the item number generation method is user defined. That means manually we are going to generate the item. So let's take an example. You don't want to go with manually, then you can go with sequence generated also. So sequence generated, what is the starting number? My starting number for the item is, let's take an example, 1000. So Prefix. What is the prefix you want to maintain? Every time it has to start with SCP underscore 1000 like that. Increment by. So first item. So if I choose starting number is 1000 and the prefix is SCP underscore, then what is the first item number? Tell me. What is the first item number?
SCP underscore 1000.
So first item number is SCP underscore 1000. Then what is the increment by? Increment by nothing but once we save it, what is the next item number going to be? So next item number is going to be starting with 1000 SCP underscore 1000. Whether if you choose 1, that means the next item number is going to be 1000 not 1. If I choose increment by 10, then the number sequence will update as 1010 like that. How system has to generate this sequence will be decided by starting number and increment by. If you want to use prefix, you can use it, or else it's not mandatory. Then suffix. Suffix again, if you want to maintain some suffix also. Suffix nothing but which we are going to add after item number. So prefix, this is the prefix, this is the number, and this is the suffix. Let's take suffix as some suffix. Let's take an example. So with the help of sequence generated, we can maintain a sequence. So one is user defined. User defined nothing but manually we are going to create the item number. Sequence generated nothing but based on the sequence, automatically system will generate the item number. System will generate the item number, and system won't allow you to create manually again whenever you are using SCP underscore item class, or else rule generated. Rule generated nothing but we have a concept of rule sets. So by defining rule sets, we can generate the item sequence differently. So that's the concept of rule generated. At this moment, I'm going with user defined. So user defined nothing but manually I'm going to create the item number. Then description generation. How we are going to generate description? User defined or rule generated. So user defined nothing but manually we are going to generate. Inherited from parent, nothing but whatever the parent item class setup is there, that will applicable. So again, what is the parent item class setup? It is also user defined only. That means inherited from parent, here also it is user defined. Rule generated. Rule generated nothing but, so we can define a rule, right? Rule like item name should update as a same as description. Item name as same as description. So you can define likewise some rules, and with the help of rule set, we can generate the item description also.
Sure.
I am defining user defined manually. I'm going to write the item description. Then
Sarath, where we can define this rules?
so we have product management rule set concept is there, which we'll deal later. Okay. Then go to configured item number generation method. Configure item number generation method. So what is configured item number generation means? What is configured item number means?
That is for this
Configure.
Star item. How system has to generate star item. For example, I have a model item. Dell laptop. The model item is Dell laptop, or else the model item name is SCP underscore Dell laptop. Then for Dell laptop, I am giving option classes. From the options we are going to choose, and so once we choose the options, customer choose the options, we are going to progress the order. So against that one, system is going to generate the star item. Correct?
Yeah.
Then how the star item should generate? So what is the sequence? What is the star item? How it has to generate will be decided by this configured item number generation method. So what is here inherited? So nothing but whatever the parent item sequence, it will populate. Only you can see sequence only. So only this sequence will populate, or else we can create our own sequence also. Let's take our own sequence. So our own sequence nothing but starting number. For star item, the starting number is going to be 1000. Let's take an example. So that means for star item, so star item number. How the star item number will comes? So first is 1000. Let's take 1000 is the number. Prefix type. What is the prefix you want to maintain? User defined nothing but manually we are going to decide the prefix, or else model item number. Model item number nothing but, so whatever the item number is going to update as a prefix. That means The prefix is going to be model item number. So SCP underscore Dell laptop, SCP underscore Dell underscore laptop. Let's take an example. Just Dell underscore laptop. So the model item as a prefix plus the starting number for star item is 1000, then follows to increment by. So for the next item, increment by 10, and suffix type, again model item number are user defined. User defined nothing but what is the suffix you are going to define manually, or else again model item number. How you want to maintain, you can maintain suffix also. I'm not going to maintain any suffix. Then delimiter. Delimiter nothing but how system is going to divide prefix and starting number. So here you can see asterisk, hash, hyphen, or underscore. So I'm going to delimiter by asterisk, nothing but star. That means what is the model item number going to be? SCP underscore Dell laptop is a prefix. Prefix nothing but model item number will update as a prefix. Delimiter is star, and the main number is 1000. This is the first star item. So then for the next items, so what will happen? So for the next item, SCP underscore, for example, next is HP laptop. HP underscore laptop so laptop star. Next time it is going to be 1010. Next time it is going to be 1010. So this is how system will generate the star item based on this configured item number generation method sequence. Based on this sequence, system will generate the star item once we configure. Clear?
Sarath, how could we the system know that it is a config item number while we are creating an item?
No, it's system. I mean, so when we are creating an item, we are not going to create configured item. We are going to create standard model item only. Standard item we are going to create. For that, in the structure type, we are going to enable model. Against that one, we are going to create model bill. Against that one, we are going to maintain option class bills. For option classes, we are going to maintain option bills. So at that time, so again in the configurator, we are going to create structure and rules. Once all these setups done, so whenever we are entering the sales order, once we choose the Dell laptop as a item, system will allow you to choose the configuration. What is the RAM? What is the hard disk, like that? Once we choose the configurations, against those configurations, system will generate a configured item. That configured item, what is the number it has to generate, will be decided by this sequence.
Okay.
Sharad, this is controlled at org level or what? This configured
This is
item?
controlled at item class level, not for org level. So whatever items you are creating under this item class, all those item class, it will have a single sequence. But if in your project, if you are maintaining only one item class, across application, it is going to be single sequence.
Okay. So we can define different item classes at different orgs, right?
Yes, we can define different item classes for different orgs, but which is not a suggestible way.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Sharad, can you repeat on the configured item number?
Okay. Configured item number, nothing but. So let's take an example. Dell laptop is the item which we are selling to the customer, our end customer. So usually there is two types. One is directly we are going to sell the Dell laptop. So that is one way where we are already deciding the configurations, like this Dell laptop is a 2 GB RAM and 1 TB hard disk, like that. So those laptops customers will come and they will purchase from us. That means we are selling to customers. That is one scenario. Rather than that, so sometimes we are going to give options to customer. Customer will come and he will ask, like, I need a laptop, Dell laptop with 5 GB RAM, Core i9 processor, and 2 TB hard disk, 14.5-inch screen. Likewise, he will give his own configuration, and I need a Windows 13 software in that. Like that, customer will ask a configuration. Against that configuration, we will start manufacturing the item based on his requirement. Again, he will say, this is the color I need, like that. He's going to give all his configuration options. But again, is there any limit? Yes. So based on the way we are going to define bills, so customer can choose his own configurations. Against the configuration which is chosen by customer, we are going to start manufacturing the item. Then once he choose the configurations, for the specific configurations for Dell laptop, system will generate a star item to manufacture. That star item, how system has to generate automatically, will be decided by this configured item number generation method sequence.
So, Sharath, you mean to say at the time of bill creation, this configure item number generation will be
No, not at the time of bill creation. Once we configure the sales order options, once we progress the order, then this configure item number generation method will populate.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so then new item request. So I told you, right, new item request and change management concepts is not available in e-business suite inventory module, but in e-business suite PIM module we have new item request and change management concepts is there. What it means? So ideally, so it is asking to enter a value. So first save it. Okay, so what is new item request? Nothing but usually at the time of implementing the project, one time we are going to load all the items. So whatever existing items in any other legacy systems or any, I mean, so if there is a fresh implementation, so usually, so we will load all the data into the application. Once it is done, that's fine. Then after that, whenever you want to create a new item, so if you want to go with approvals, for example, someone created an item. Let's take an example. My industry is the healthcare industry, so pharmaceutical industry, where usually people will create items so which they can sell to the customers. But before manufacture and sell to the customers, once we create item in the system, it has to go to approvals. It has to go to approvals to the some approval person. If you want to maintain that approvals in standard e-business suite inventory module, we don't have, but by default in cloud application, we have to purchase product management, at least product information management offering license. Then new item request, if we enable this one, so based on the new item request business process management workflow, which we are going to define, so system will submit for approvals every time. Again, how system will submit? We need to go with business process management approval workflow. Based on that one, system will trigger to approvals. So that is a new item request concept, which is part of our training. And change management. So okay, so new item request is different, and change management nothing but once you create an item, if you want to change any item attribute or anything, if you want to maintain approvals, then change management, change orders will come into the picture. So what type of items? For example, is that engineering change order, product changes. Let's take an example, product changes. Then a change management for product changes, a BPM workflow will trigger. Based on that one, system will submit for approvals. So if you want to maintain change management, at this moment, no, but it is part of our training only. Save it. Anyone have any questions so far?
Then we'll be covered in next classes this new item
Not
request and
classes will cover once BPM discussion completes.
okay.
Once BPM business process management discussion completes, then only we will cover that.
Okay. If we enable this request, it always trigger to a workflow to the approver.
Workflow, and as we didn't discuss, so you will stuck there only.
Okay.
So the Sarath, this configure item number generation method, is it the mandatory setup while creating an item class?
If you are having ATO scenarios, yes, it is mandatory. If you are not having ATO scenarios, then you can make it as none. Okay, so then here inherited sequence, in that scenario, what you need to do to go to the root item class, here you can choose none. Okay.
Oh.
Clear for everyone? So
Sharath, one question. This root item class is like this is a mandatory setup for every item creation.
that's
right?
not mandatory setup. There is a default setup. So by default, that is going to be available. So if you want to create an item, first thing you have to go to item class setup is mandatory, not root item class. Item class setup is mandatory. In item class setup, root item class is a seeded Oracle seeded setup, which we can use, or else we can create our new. But you cannot delete the root item class given by Oracle.
Okay. Okay.
But what will happen is most of the times suggestible to go with single item class. That's why. So most of the times we'll go with root item class only.
So further, what all the items you're going to create, this will be under SCP_item classes.
I'm
right?
going to create our own item class only. That's how we are going to get the knowledge right.
What I'm
This
asking is
seeded
like,
one, we won't get any knowledge.
no, what I'm asking is like further, like what all the items which we
All
are.
the items we are going to configure under SCP underscore item class only.
Okay, okay.
Sharath, I have a doubt here. So, like, the parent class is root item class, right? So, whatever the subclasses which are coming under root item class will be inherited to SCP item class also, right?
No, they won't inherit it to SCP item class. So SCP item class also one of the subclass for root item class. So it won't, I mean, remaining classes won't inherit to here. Only root item class functionalities will inherit to September underscore item class. Same root item class functionalities will inherit to other item classes which created by using root item class. Okay. I mean, is that clear? Bindu?
Sharath.
Yeah. Then, so this is so far item management. Then in e-business suite, can you restrict any person for creation of item or not to create an item? As well as, can you restrict any person like only he can update purchasing related item attributes, only that specific person can update order management related item attributes, or only he can update so inventory related item attributes? Can you restrict like that?
No.
So if you have create item form, anyone can create. If you have, so again, so in the create item form or manage item form, if you have access from the responsibility, then any attribute we can change control at organization level or master level like that. We can update any item attribute. There is no restriction like only one person can update, this person can update only purchasing item attribute. This person can update only order management item attributes. As well as this person can create item and can assign the item to only Hyderabad inventory. Or else this person can update the item attributes for only Hyderabad inventory. Likewise, do you have any restriction in e-business suite?
There is no direct way, but still we can achieve that by using form personalization.
Form personalization, again, I mean, so for how many form personalizations you are going to create? Tell me.
It depends, Sharath, like it's for 1 or 2 years if you want to control, we can
But we
control,
have,
but I'm
usually
saying
I have some, my warehouse is very big and I have some 100 users is there as well as, so across my business, I have hundreds of inventories is there and there, so thousands of people are working. So how you are going to define that form personalization?
then it goes for a toss.
But that feature is available in EBS also in PIM security module. Okay, for product information management also in EBS we have a security concept, but the functionalities is very limited functionalities are available and that's a bit complex setups also. But in cloud application that security is simplified and it is very clear in cloud application. Then how it will works? Go to security. So all these security data item class people is inherited from parent root item class. Let's create our own security. Click on create. So how I'm going to configure the security is, for example, group of people or specific person. So I'm giving either you can choose anything, group or specific person. Group of people, let's take an example. So go to search. So role name warehouse manager. Let's take an example, warehouse percentile. Select first one only. Select OK. So group of people who is having warehouse manager can access this item class for which organization? SCP underscore IMO. SCP underscore IMO can access this item class for SCP underscore IMO. Then what they can do? The group of people who is having warehouse manager role, any person who is having warehouse manager role can access this SCP underscore item class and he can create item in SCP underscore IMO. So that is the feature which I am given. Then scroll down.
It is not mandatory to give. Sharath, it is not mandatory to give the item master over there, right? Organization, like we can give the like other inventory
Yeah,
organizations
only
as well,
inventory.
so
Then
that
in
we
that
can.
scenario, he cannot create an item. Only he can update item attributes only. He can access the item created by this item class. He can access that item at only particular inventory for only inventory, but he cannot create item. That restriction is there. That's what. Okay. Then what will happen? Scroll down here, warehouse manager role having, so he has SCP underscore IMO access. Then actions, what he can do there. So here you can see, click on select and add, select and add, select and add. So actions, percentile, click on search button. Now you cannot search all the data by use starts with percentile. Only few areas system will allow you guys. I'm clearly saying, not in all areas. First, here on the top, if you click here, it will select all. First, apply, apply. Okay. Okay. First, save it. First, save it. Again, scroll down. So now these actions export to Excel. So open with select. Okay. Select yes. So what are these actions? So here you can see total some 50 or 45 actions is there. So for example, this is one action. So maintain item purchasing group. So someone please read this description. Okay, what I will do is I will freeze the top row. So let me freeze the top row. This is a view. Freeze top row. Okay. So manage purchasing group. So what is the this is the action name, this is the description. What is the description? Someone please read for a description for purchasing group.
Allows access to edit item purchasing specifications. Does
So
not
first
include
thing specification nothing but item attribute. Okay guys, in cloud we will pronounce as specifications in some time terminology. Specification nothing but item attribute. And do not encompass view privileges. That means the person, here let's take an example how it will works is the group of people who is having warehouse manager role can access this item class and they can create item. For which organization they can create item? In SCP underscore IMO they can create an item, as well as they can edit purchasing related item attributes also. So likewise, what are the actions I have added? I have added all the actions. So they can perform, like they can update process manufacturing item attribute. They can update receiving related item attributes. They can update physical group item attributes. So now for example, for two people, I want to give access for only Hyderabad inventory and they can update only purchasing related item attributes. Then what you will do? What you will do?
Then you need to add only this.
So then what we will do is, so go to the application. So here for example we choose group rather than group. Here we will choose person. See for example some Cassie Brown is some person. So we will choose the person. For then we will choose specific inventory organization. For that inventory organization we will add specific action only. So here I am going to add all actions. Let's create one more row. Let's take an example. Again I am selecting group of people who is going to have warehouse manager role. So warehouse manager role, they can access this item class for SCP underscore Hyderabad inventory organization also. Select save, but in Hyderabad inventory they cannot create item. In Hyderabad inventory they cannot create item. So they can access this item class for Hyderabad inventory also, and they can perform all actions. So for example, if you want to restrict, then what we need to do? For example, you want to restrict for specific action only, then what you have to do? What we need to do?
We need to select whichever we want to give.
We need to select
Instead
this
of select,
specific action only, but I am choosing all actions. I'm choosing all actions. Select apply. Select OK, because we are not going to create multiple users. So here one second, you should get some doubt. Let me filter first, query by example. So SCP percentage, select, hit enter button. So now for example I mentioned that okay for September I think we added right actions, but it is not populating. Okay, we added. That's fine. So for September underscore inventory, select save, and as well as IMO also we added the actions. Okay. Okay, here warehouse manager. So for example, there is 100 people are acting as a warehouse managers. Let's take an example across my inventory organizations. Across my inventory organizations, there is 100 warehouse managers is there. Are you going to give access to all 100 warehouse managers? So for example, any warehouse manager in this scenario, any warehouse manager can access for Hyderabad inventory also, correct?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I want to restrict like only the warehouse manager for Hyderabad inventory has to access for this September Hyderabad inventory item class for this inventory, or else the warehouse manager which belongs to South Business Unit only. I mean, in South Business Unit, I have 10 managers. So the managers, whoever belongs to South Business Unit only they can access Hyderabad inventory also by using this item class. How you will restrict that one?
Instead of group, we can select employee name.
So in that scenario also, we need to select group only, but rather than using, one second guys, just give me some 2 minutes. Okay, I mean, so here we need to use group of people only, because so 10 people rather than choosing all 10 persons manually, it's a better way to choose group of people only. But rather than using this Oracle seeded warehouse manager role, we can customize this role for specific business unit only. So with the help of security console, we can customize the roles. Okay, is it clear guys?
Yes.
So is the security console part of our training or not? Yes, right?
Yes.
So at the time of security console, we'll discuss how to customize the roles. That means here, what is the scenario? The group of people who is having warehouse manager role can access this SCP underscore item class, and they can create item in item master organization, as well as they can edit any item attributes. Parallelly, the group of people who is going to have warehouse manager role can access this item class for Hyderabad inventory organization also, for Hyderabad inventory organization also, and they can perform all the why actions is not displaying. Let me check. I think for Hyderabad inventory it is not added. Select, okay. Select, save. Select, save. So now, is it clear how to provide security? Then what you need to do is,
There's one question, Sarath.
just one second, let me complete one thing, Banu, just so then you can ask.
Okay.
Okay, then what you have to do is, so you need to create some 5 to 10 users whenever you have time, and rather than group, so first create one user, give all the access for IMO and give the actions for all the inventories. Let's take an example, and create one more user, so and give for Hyderabad inventory only, and just give the action for only update purchasing group, like that, and try to update remaining item attributes. So what is the error message you will receive? You will receive a privileges not available, as well as to try to create another user and just provide, try to create another group of warehouse manager, just add one more group and just add specific privileges, but don't add this role to your user and try to test it, as well as, so create one more group of people like some other role, use another role, give for another access like only specific item attributes, read only like that, and validate how that will works. If you spend like that, then you will get very clear picture on security. Okay. Yes, Banu, please ask me.
Just we were discussing about the users, right, Sharath?
Yeah.
So this yes, student 24 have created this item class by accidentally. So when I come to ISH user for doing any item creation, it is not allowing. So I have to add this user here also, access to ISH.
Yes, you need to add the security and you need to give the actions, right? So if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't give actions, what
Because,
that means? Okay, I will tell you. So if you
because
don't,
I have created from student 24, when I come to the other implementation user, I have to add that implementation
you
user
need
to
to add
this.
to the security, or else rather than choosing the person, better choose group and add the same role to other user also.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So is
Sharath,
everyone clear with security?
this is a customized actions, EFF edit laptop
Nothing,
specifications.
but actually there is a concept of extensible Flexfield. With the extensible Flexfield, we can capture additional information, plus that additional information we can use in web services also. For that additional information, these are the seeded EFF values available in the application. Are you going to give privileges for those things or not? That's all. Okay.
But laptop specifications, laptop
Yeah, that's what I
processors.
mean. So this is some vision data. This is some vision data,
Okay.
EFF data.
Okay.
In real time, you don't see vision
Okay.
data. In real
Okay.
time, what you can see, you will see starting from, let me check. So you will see from update. Okay. As well as you can see EFF item edit, EFF item view. From here, you will see the data in real time in the fresh clone environment. But in your demo environments, which you are going to demo for your client, in those environments also, Oracle is going to provide all this vision data. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So is everyone clear with this security? Okay. Then, so transactional attributes, pages and attribute groups belongs to product hub. Product hub is not part of our training. First thing, product hub is not part of our training. Yes, warehouse manager is just a role. Warehouse manager is just a role. Then go to life cycle phases. Life cycle phases. So these are the seeded life cycle phases populated from root item class. This is the root item class. So if you see root item class, life cycle phases. So from here, the life cycle phases populated. So if you want to change these life cycle phases, you can delete, but not from this setup. We have another setup from root item class. So whatever inherited from root item class, we cannot change it. That means, so whatever the item you are going to create by using September item class, so you can choose any of these life cycle phase, or else, so click on select and add. For same item class, we can add our life cycle phases also. SCP underscore, these are the life cycle phase which we defined. So click on. So if you select on top, all will get selected, or else manually you can select one by one, or else hold control button. So just whatever lines you want to select all those lines one by one. So hold control button. That's how we are going to choose. So I'm going to add all. Select apply. Select OK. That means whenever I'm creating an item by using this item class, for that item I can apply any of this life cycle phase. Any of this life cycle phase. Then select save. Select save. Go to templates and formats. By default, in the application for root item class, we have ATO template, purchase template, finished good template. Those are the seeded templates. In real environment also you can see. And from the seeded templates, whenever you are creating a master organization, for each and every master organization, all these templates will get created automatically. So if you click on query symbol, so here on the organization, so SCP percentage. So for all SCP underscore IM organization, all the seeded item templates, finished good, purchase, supply item, OSP, subassembly, all the templates will get created automatically. From which setup? So go to root item class setup, go to templates and formats. From root item class, templates and formats. So all the seeded setups will get created. So again, if you want, you can create our own template as well as, so you can change the existing template, you can copy the template. Again, we can create master level and organization level templates. So I will stop the lifecycle pages today. So templates and formats we'll discuss tomorrow, and we'll complete the item class setup, and we'll create a basic item tomorrow. Anyone have any questions on basic or item management or security or any lifecycle phase tabs? Any questions? Transactional attributes and pages and attribute groups belongs to product hub. So product hub is not our training. Category wise item number sequence, I don't think in rule set also that function feature is available. I don't think it is available. I mean, with the rule set, so we can maintain some different item number sequences, but category wise, I don't know whether that is available now or not. Earlier it is not available, I'm very sure. Okay guys, so once, so we are stopping the session here. So anyone have any questions, so please ask me, or else I'm going to pause the recording and I will verify some issue for other students.
Okay, sir.
Okay then.